it's okay. You're so mad. Do you want to see? You want to see what's going on? Do you want to see what's going on? Do you want to see what's going on? Good girl. I'm going to pass you off to mommy. I'll pass you off to mommy. Hey, thanks, buddy. You want to cook a little bit? Oh, 06 GMC Sierra, smell antifreeze. Where do you smell it? You smell it inside or outside the car? Here you go, mama. She don't want to be in there. She wants to be active right now. Okay. Hey, no sweat. This game ain't over yet. What's up, everybody? You might have to ask your question more than once, okay? So, the baby wants to be active right now, so I give her to mama. Hey man, congrats. About to have my own. How big of a deal is a pinion seal leak on an F-150? Not bad. It's not bad at all. Pop the 4 bolts out of the drive shaft. Take a hammer, just lightly tap the sides of the drive shaft on the flange. It'll pop off. Bungee cord it off to the side. It's like a 32 or 36 millimeter nut or something like, I forget what it is. But count the threads that you have. You'll see that there's like 3 or 4 threads exposed past that. Zip the nut off of there. Use a 2-jaw puller or 3-jaw puller. Pull the flange off. Go ahead and take your seal and stuff out of there. Tap your new seal in. Get the yoke kind of set back on there. And then take and tap it until you can get the nut started 2 or 3 threads. And then once you can get the nut started through 2 or 3 threads, suck it in the rest of the way. Let it seat. And then take it off and go and put the new nut on it. And tighten it down until you got the same amount of threads, like 3.5, 4 threads exposed. It's the only way to do it without actually doing turning torque. That's literally the only way to do it. Because if you want to do turning torque, you got to have the whole rear end dissected in order to do it. And let's face it, we're not going to do that. We're going to remove the seal, replace the seal, and do it and put the nut back on the same way we found it. And maybe just a scotch more. 06 Sierra, do you smell outside or inside? 19 F-150 rear pinion seal, slight discoloration, no noise. If you had to choose between 0W20, would it be Pennzoil Ultra Platinum or Valvoline Advanced? Valvoline Extended Protection. I'd probably say Ultra Platinum. Hi Rich, is the... What are we eating? I'm cooking homemade Chipotle. Hey, what's up, Patriot from Warsaw? The used ones, bolts and the fuel lines, they can actually be reused multiple times. They just don't recommend it. I would say if it's a double sump or a double hump pan, if it's got a bottom hump and a bottom hump and it's got a flat spot, yeah, you're gonna need both of them in there. But if it's just a flat bottom, I don't know why you'd need two. Oh, I'd love to work on farm equipment. I've worked on farm equipment, conveyors, excavators, augers, combines, anything that I've over the road trucks, feeder trucks, salt trucks, fertilizer trucks, everything. I've pretty much done hydraulic lines, hydraulic pumps, rebuild hydraulic pumps. I've done all that. What did you ever find on your EcoBoost no compression? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. Good evening, man. Good evening. I got to get to prepping some of this food while we're talking here, so forgive me. I'm not going to be 100% attentive to the screen. What did we do with that Chipotle sauce? I put it in the refrigerator. All right, thank you. Got some skirt steak here. And drop it down in a Ziploc bag. I got some Goya Mojo Chipotle sauce. In the bag. You butthead. Yeah, I get it. I'll stream on the iPad one day, but I don't have an iPad to do that. Does warming up a diesel have as much fuel oil dilution as when using a block heater? No, substantially less. On newer F350 to 550 chassis trucks, do they rust out pretty bad? What engines, transmissions do you like to see in them? I like the new 6.8, the 7.3, and the 6.7 Power Stroke, and no, they really don't rust out all that bad at all. Charles, you're confusing me because I have a channel manager and a channel editor, and the channel manager and editor, they work on putting shorts up to entice more traffic on the channel. So they'll take my long form videos and they'll break it down into shorts, and then in the top comment and in the description they'll leave a link to the main video so you can watch the whole entire thing. So The low compression thing can be so many videos that I've done. I have no idea what you're talking about. And if you're new here on the channel, I drive Ford and Chevy. My primary is a Ford. I like Ford better, but my wife has a GMC Sierra, and she's got a Chevy Suburban as well. So it's just either one. I like both. I don't have a preference really, to be honest with you, other than my F-150. Okay. Rich, I love your channel and your advice is top notch, but I think it's time to hit the gym. Do it at home, and so can everyone else get in shape. Eric, I appreciate your advice. I'm not looking for it. You should know better. I am not looking for it. I know you don't mean any harm. I'm not looking for it. So anybody that's watching this channel, if you think you're going to give health advice to somebody or try to recommend something to somebody that has... See, this is a sore subject for me. Me and my daughter, actually, she just turned 13, so we're both going to start going to the gym. I've been up and down on this thing for years. I don't need anybody prying in my personal life or trying to give me personal advice. That's an easy one-way ticket right off of this channel and right out of my life. I've been very vocal about that and very honest about it, and I don't welcome it, and I've been very respectful with saying that. Now I just boot people out. Yes, if you're replacing the crank sensor, you have to have those two tools. That's why I sent you that. You have to. Seafoam and Marble Mystery Oil. Marble Mystery Oil is pretty good. It's not necessary though. Seafoam to me is a waste of money. It does work if you're going to use it in like severe applications of trying to get piston rings and stuff unstuck, if you're going to soak things, but using it, it evaporates way too fast in the crankcase, and I just don't like it. Appreciate it. Toyotas probably don't do clear flood mode. I don't think so. If you were looking for a new F-150 or a great used F-150, what would you buy? 2015 to 2017 F-150 with a 6-speed transmission and 4-wheel drive and a V8. Or a 2.7 liter EcoBoost. No. Meditative yoga, no. I love... Right now, I just love stuffing my face, enjoying my family, and living my life. And if people have a problem with that, they can get the hell on. Hi, Bubby. Can you give me rice?
Huh?
Can you give me rice?
What?
Rice.
You want rice? Hey. You're making potato.
Chipotle.
Hi.
I'm gonna make you some too.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do it. You like black beans? No. But you like chicken. And you like regular rice. Butter. A little salt. Some lightly seasoned chicken. You don't like sour cream? Mexican cheese. You want me to put some on the top of it? The chicken and rice. Just do the chicken and rice with butter? Okay. Sorry, kiddo. That's what's for dinner. No nuggets. Unless that's what you want is nuggets. So I don't really care. I would do the chicken.
Please don't.
I'm reading the comments. Sorry, guys. Trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Okay.
99 W140. Looking for someone who can check my wires. I have no idea what you're. I don't even know what a 99 W140 long wheelbase S320 is. I have no clue. So obviously it ain't me. Oh, why do the new hybrid F-150 have such bad review? Because they had a lot of updates and issues early on with things that it's how they're built, man. It's not just the new F-150s. It's all these new vehicles. Ethanol-free gas. I'd rather use ethanol-free. Is rice hard to make? I got brown rice I want to do up. It's not hard to make, but I use a rice cooker. So I don't want to. I appreciate that, Jeff. Yeah, I can work on a Mercedes-Benz S320. I just prefer not to. I don't like working on them. I use a rice cooker. That's what I do. I don't even want to mess with trying to make sure I do it perfectly on the stove, and because I can't. I cook rice too soft. Okay, ask the question again, guys. I can't. I can only do so much while I'm trying to ask questions in. Ask me the question again. Like I said in the beginning of this live stream, you may have to ask the question more than once. I'm going to season up some chicken breast real quick. Oh yeah, air fryer. Air fryer for cooking chicken and fish is the way to go. Ah, baby Pate. Ah, baby Pate. Pat the chicken breast dry. Ford 6.2, it's a great engine. Ultra Platinum 5W20, the right oil for my Hemi. Oh yeah, yeah, that's good for your Hemi. I have a 13-year-old and I have a 7-day-old. Or 8-day-old. She's 8 days today, right? Or 7? 7 days today. Evening. what I do is I pour my rice in a pressure cooker bowl and I wash it. See how milky it gets? What? Not really. And then what I do when I get my rice clean, washed a few times, is I'll take water and I'll put it to the first bend of my finger above the rice. And I was shown this trick back in college when I was going to automotive college, and I was roommating with a bunch of Hmong guys, Hmong, Hmong, and they were telling me that's how they cook the rice. They don't use a cup. They don't do any of that stuff. It goes, when you put your rice in your cooker, you go to the top bend of your finger, just the first crease, and that's it. And that's how I do it. I've been doing it that way for years now. Oh yeah. I used to do a lot of Hmong. Hmong is it's like an Asian descent of some sort. I was in the army from 2006 to 2010. Yeah. Hmong. I was a 13 Foxtrot, so a forward observer, call for fire. Aircraft, artillery craft, artillery, aircraft, naval, doesn't matter, mortar. 15 months in Iraq. Operation Iraqi Freedom, OIF 0709, and I was deployed with the 10th Mountain.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I'm so sorry. I did not mean that.
We're gonna need to buy some rice.
We need rice.
Oh wait, didn't I just buy some? Yeah. I could have used the freaking long grain, the other rice. I know I bought some other rice.
I don't know, but this is going to be scary. Close your eyes.
Remember that I bought that brown bag of rice
Yeah.
and we didn't use it?
Yeah, I put it in the carry the other brown bag. Yeah.
So we need white rice. Yeah, no, it's left for dinner. When we make homemade Chipotle, this is the sour cream we use. It's the Supremo Crema Supremo. It's a little thinner and it tastes better. I guess that's subjective to your taste buds. Well, I don't think you've ever said anything bad about me. Not that I know of. And if you have, feel free to let me know. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear what your thoughts were at the time. But yeah, I could figure out where you lived, and if I had an aircraft on station, I could drop a bomb 3 feet from you, no problem. Let's just put it this way. I was 4.2 clicks out on top of an OP, and we had a security group set up. I was doing some target refining and stuff like that, and I hadn't quite finished yet, and I was told to pick a target 4.2 clicks away and call fire mission on that target, which was a vehicle. Vehicle was thought to be a vehicle-borne improvised explosive device, and my first round on impact went right through the top of the vehicle, and then I called for a fire effect sheaf straight across, like 6 mortars. Boom, 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 boom. Lit up the whole ground around it. Blew everything up. Yeah. So, I was good at my job. I was really good at my job. I was good at numbers. I was good at terrain association. I was good at survival stuff. Looking at a map, trying to figure out where you're at when you don't know anything that's around you, just by looking at waterways and tree paths and elevation. Oh yeah, they everything goes on there. I have an 85 Bronco and it needs a wiring harness for it. Do you have any idea or recommendations where I can get one? Hey, I have none. How many cans do you think? 1 or 2 cans? Yeah. 2? Yeah. Somebody once told me the world was gonna scold me. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. Sing it. On her forehead. It would help if I didn't get olives and I got beans. There was a can of organic black beans right here. I grabbed it. I'll put the organic ones back and get the good. Oh yeah. gonna do some black beans. I got hurt. And I was too much of a liability to stay in. Blew up my ACL, my MCL, traumatic brain injury, PTSD, the whole 9 yards. And they were like, nope, you got to go. I was trying to hurry up and process to my new duty station in Savannah, Georgia, before the honorable discharge med board and stuff went through the what they now call, I think, retirement or something, which it's really not retirement. I was trying to out process to Savannah, Georgia before it happened, and they just pushed it through way too fast, and I couldn't get out of there in time. And yep, they said, see you later.
She doesn't like you sniffing her butt. She doesn't like you up her butt.
Chevy Traverse 2024. Oh, they're shit boxes. When am I starting a cooking show? I wish. I was born and raised in Chicago. Spent most of my life here up until 19, 20 years old when I went off to the military. And I stayed gone for a long time. I didn't come back until I moved down to Louisiana. Spent some time in Arkansas, Alabama. Came back, I want to say 2014, 2015. Yeah. Black beans for the homemade Chipotle. Rice is cooking. Cremo Supremo. Chicken breast. What else am I missing, babe? Rice, meat, beans, Cremo Supremo, and cheese. What cheese did you say you use?
Monterey Jack.
Do you have any shredded up already?
No. You want me to touch some for you?
I don't know how to do it. Or do you want to use Mexican cheese?
I could shred it.
Yeah, if you would, please.
Yeah.
Or just tell me how to set the thing up and I'll do it. Doesn't the smaller one above the sink shred?
No.
So you got to use the KitchenAid.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it. Just give me the adapter that goes on it now. No, you can use that.
Did you open it?
I didn't touch that.
No, did you open a new one?
No.
There's one more.
Okay. Oh. I didn't figure you want to be on here, so.
Just grab into the hole. You might have to turn it on a little bit. stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I have to cut it.
Now just turn it on to the first setting.
I go too far.
This is not centered.
Yeah.
There we go. Now I know how to use it. Now I'm going to be threading everything. There we go. Shredded cheese. This is some kind of contraption here. What, did I get this for your birthday or what was it? Christmas? Yeah. What did I get this for Christmas?
It's not this next one, but the year before that.
These things were like ridiculously priced. The smaller version of this one was like $600, $500, $700. But they had a sale on the larger commercial ones. And this is a larger commercial one. And I think, what I pick it up for, like $400? It was like $300 or $400. But it's originally like an $800 unit, $900 unit. I ended up picking it up for like $300 or $400 for Christmas for her. And it's blue, her favorite color. '85 Ford Broncos need a wiring harness. Do you have any recommendations on what it can? I don't know, man. I don't do anything with stuff that old. I have to try to research and find things out on my own as well. Dinner looking good. What do you think the future of V8s will be? What's going on in the automotive and political world? Lawsuits and energy prices included. Interested in your thoughts. I don't know. I think we're going to keep pushing more and more to fuel efficiency. I think engines, like performance applications and stuff like that, are going to just be too expensive to even afford. So most people aren't even going to have a V8. I think no matter what, you're not going to stop us from moving in that direction. Hell, we're making 700 horsepower with a 3.5 liter in the freaking Ford GT. So they're already showing that they can do it. And look at some of these import guys that are building these 4-cylinder and 6-cylinder engines that are making 1,500 horsepower, 2,000 horsepower, 2,500 horsepower. So it can be done. It's just the quality of the parts has to go up. I'm going to fire up this grill real quick. I had to go out and get a new deep freezer today. Our freezer conked out on us. I had to drive to Menards, and I found one that was pretty fair priced. So I went and picked one up. We lost like a $60 mint chocolate chip birthday cake my wife just got. Bunch of like probably 5 or 6 pounds of beef. Sucks. Didn't know it went out. Went out of nowhere. Yeah. I mean, Toyota's already doing hydrogen as an alternative fuel, aren't they? Isn't there some kind of deal here recently where one of their bigwigs were talking about how they've figured hydrogen out at one of their Toyota Summit things? I'm pretty sure they already got it figured out. Warmer than normal. I mean, there's still snow on the ground, but warmer than normal. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, this is one, Randall, this was one. It was a General Electric from back in like the late 70s, early 80s. It ran forever. And I got it when I bought the home 2.5 years ago. You're right. Blood always finds its level. You're right. Smaller is not always efficient. I can agree with that. Yeah, they've been doing. Do you think it's good getting a car over 200,000 miles? Depending on the history, if it's got good maintenance history, and you can tell that people cared about the vehicle, then sure, absolutely. High mileage is not as bad as people make it out to be. You just have to do your homework and find the right person. Favorite food? I like Asian cuisine the best. I love Asian food. Like a lot. Is that my channel? Is that my channel manager in the chat? Is is the channel manager in the chat? What's up, Ty? He's the one helping me do all the shorts. So if you guys are doing, if you guys have a YouTube channel and you're looking to link up and get hooked up with somebody that does really good work at a very, very reasonable price, I can hook you up with him. He does all the shorts and stuff like that. So if you guys got any criticism, go to him. Yell at him, not me. Not me. Oh, I appreciate that, Tiger Eye. Thanks for that super chat. Gotta put the chicken on now. I'll put the skirt steak on last. Don't buy off marketplace where cars go to rust. No. You got a question? If you got a question, Tiger Eye, I can definitely try to answer it for you. I hope V8s don't go away. It's still a workhorse. Direct injection and AFM was a win and fail at the same time, but I hope they don't give up. I think they will figure it out as long as the EPA plays along. EPA needs to stay the hell out of stuff. The EPA is a huge problem. 99.73 F350 truck doesn't get driven much using T4 Rotella. Yeah, 1 year OCI is fine. Ty, bring any criticism, anything. Am I saying it right? It's Ty, right? Project Farm. His tests show that the thinner oil almost always equals stronger add package. PP0, W16 protected as well as 0W20, and then he shows the data. Okay. I've done the same thing. I test all kinds of stuff on here, thin and thick. You want me to get into some of the thinner stuff? You want me to start sending it off for testing? I can do it. Yeah. Here, hit me up on my email. My email's in the comment section, or my email is in the description of like the bio of the channel, so you can definitely find my email there. And email, and I'll give you my address, and then you can send me that filter, and I'll tear it open for you. 7.3 Power Stroke or 12 valve Cummins? Why did you do that? I think for overall ease, I'm gonna have to pick the 12 valve Cummins. It's just, it's such a great platform. The swivel head ratchet, the ones that I use are from Mac. Did it have like uh, a split down the center and it swiveled back and forth? I'm pretty sure that was from Mac Tools. But you can find the same ones on Amazon branded differently, or you can find other ones that are just as comparable. You want to help me restore a 68 Olds 442 Hurst? There's only 200 and some known in existence left. I'd love to do that. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Sicilian. I appreciate that. I have a 13 5-liter F-150. It has a coolant leak dripping off the bell housing and left side of the motor. Only leaks when cold. Any ideas of where to look? Damn it. I hope it's not a freeze plug or a... I don't know. I don't know where you'd start looking, to be honest with you. I'm drawing a blank right now. What on... You said coolant leaking, dripping off the bell housing and left side of the motor. Bell housing and left side of the motor. I didn't... Only coolant stuff I knew that even went around the back of the engine at all was on the passenger side, and it was the lines that go into the heater core. So I got to see the vehicle. I don't know where I'd tell you to actually start, to be honest with you. You're gonna have to get like a bore scope camera and try to inspect. Chicken's almost done. Probably need to go ahead and throw the skirt steak on there. Let me put this down for a second. I'll be right back. You could talk, Ty, if you want to. If you guys want to talk in the comment section, go ahead. O2 sensor and the others, sure. Question, can I have O2 sensor and the others? Sure, put on C converter without replacing the entire converter. I'm not sure what you're asking. I mean, it's, I wish I want to answer your question, but it's kind of broken up and I can't understand it. So if somebody can help me. No, not on the Ferrari. Purelator Boss oil filter compared to the Motorcraft, I like it. But the new Motorcraft diesel filters, they're starting to make synthetic anyway. Annabelle's doing great, Ty. Thank you for asking. Can I make the skirt steak a little red?
Okay.
Yes or no? Can I make the skirt steak a little red? Okay.
As long as it's just not belly.
Oh. Here, Pop. Rice is pretty much done. 18.27 religious oil changes at 3,500. Blew up last week at 80. I've had a couple of the 2.7 EcoBoost blow up like 2018, 19, and 20. Especially people that run like 6-inch lift and like 35-inch tires. I'm not saying that's your case, but what I'm saying is, yeah, I've had that happen. What is the verdict on the Restore and Protect? It works. It's good oil. I still haven't got the results back from Schaefer's yet. I sent it about 10 days ago, 11 days ago, and they still have got nothing back to me. I reached out to the rep that I used, and he said, yeah, you should have had results back by now. I don't know what's going on. 99 Suburban RPM speedometer. Work, what can it be? Voltage bounces around. Oil pressure needle bounces around. What could it be? Didn't those years, didn't they have problems with the instrument clusters? Are you talking about the Thunderbird with the 3.9 liter in it? .9 Jaguar Ford engine. My email is in my the description of the channel on in the community area. Sakatakis. Drone attack at Chernobyl. I didn't even know there was one. .23 f150 makes a light shutter between 3 and 4K at 50% throttle below 3K or higher than 4K. So you might have torque converter issues. You might have to flush that transmission. Four-wheel drive Escalade, flat last year. One rear on rear front. On rear front? Huh? 3 new tires. Do I need to replace the one? I mean, if there's too much of a deviance between the one you replaced to the ones that you're going to be putting on it new, then yes. But if it's like a millimeter or 2 millimeters, then you should be fine. Perfectly done and juicy all the way through. I'd be checking into that transmission replacement, and if it was replaced and it's only got 1,800 miles on it, I'd be going back to that dealer telling them what you're going through. Recommend for a 78 Ford pickup F100. Driven conventional oil. Look it up, driven conventional oil. Transmission fluid change every like 30 to 40,000 miles, 50,000 max, but I like to do mine by 40. 03 Thunderbird that runs like shit when colder than 35 degrees. Sets throttle body codes. Set it off after a minute. Restart and it's fine. Are those the ones where you have to relearn the throttle body whenever you replace them? I know they had some throttle body issues during those years as well. But anything could be causing this, man. Anything. Literally, it's like searching for a needle in a haystack. Look at that. Medium rear. More on the, just a tint more on the rear side. Perfect. I need to let it rest a little bit more. Mm-hmm. 2004 Denali, great motor, needs training, rebuilt. Think it's worth it? Those older vehicles, they ran forever, so it's kind of hard to say no. Okay, so we're going to start out with a scoop of rice. Perfectly done rice. some black beans, some skirt steak in the middle, the Supremo Cremo sour cream across the steak, like so. And top it with some Monterey Jack shredded cheese. Oh, gotta make my daughter's bowl now. Yep, homemade Chipotle bowl. So, where are we at? Could be valve body. The shutter could be in the valve body as well, so you have to be careful of that. Hey DT, happy late birthday. Yeah, got to take care of my girls, so they wanted homemade Chipotle tonight. That's what we did. Well, I don't know about a master chef, but I try to be. If they can't call you handsome, they should be able to call you handy. So I try to be a little of both because I think I'm pretty handsome. (2004) to 4R100 OD light blinks, but no issues that I can feel. What could it be? Uh, hmm. I'm wondering if it isn't like a sensor or something that it's seeing, like a temp sensor or an RPM sensor of some sort, and that's why it's doing it. Hmm. Ford straight six or Dodge 318? Ford straight six. EVs, I don't really like them. Open on your 13 F450, well, you're going to have to take the screws out of the side of the sunroof. There's 2 screws on each side. Slide it back forward yourself, or try to look down on the track after you take the sunroof off. Stand up in the middle of the truck, look down on the track and see what's broken. If you can fish it out, you might be able to get it to close. If you can't get it to close, then you're going to have to unbolt the sunroof, slide it forward back in, or take it off, move it forward, set it back down, and then tape it up until you can get somebody to look at it to repair it. Most of the time the headliner has to come out and the whole track has to be replaced. First time I ever bought a service truck or service package with my 21 F350 6.2 work truck at 70,000 miles. This thing is butter smooth. Doesn't use a drop of oil. Use it for work. It's not babied. Great engine. Oh yeah, love that. Great truck. 2004 Grand Cherokee. I mean, if you look in the manual, it'll probably tell you take the backs and move it to the fronts, and take the front and cross them, moving to the back. But a lot of people nowadays, they don't even do that anymore. There are no shops that really do that. They take the back, move it to the front, move it to the back, and they just leave it alone. No, I sold the Dodge. Well, I need to get off of here. I'm going to go sit with the family. I've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes. Wish I could stay longer, but I can't. I'm going to go sit with them and eat. Lucas or Valvoline? I'm going to choose Valvoline over Lucas all day. It's just how I am. I love Valvoline gear oil. I'm out. I'm getting off of here, guys. Have a good night. Maybe I'll do this again tomorrow. Be blessed. Take care. And enjoy the rest of your weekend with your families. Your girlfriends, your pets, whatever. Look at these guys. Waiting for me to throw them chicken. Good boy. Yeah, I wish, Tony. I wish. I might do the beer, but I don't know about the cigar. I don't smoke anything anymore. I quit doing all that a couple years ago when I ended up in the hospital. So that's it. I'm out of here. If you haven't thumbed up the video or liked the video, please do so. It helps the channel get the algorithm out there. If you guys like what you've seen, just a normal dude just shooting the breeze with you, giving you some automotive advice while cooking for his family. Every once in a while you might see that, or you might see me at the shop. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. You want to tell me how bad I am, that's fine too. Just as long as you're here and you're subscribed and you're leaving comments, that's all that matters. Take care, guys. Jeep question. I'm trying to get off here. Kevin's over here like Jeep question. Okay, Kevin, ask the Jeep question. Let's get this over with. Not if you undercoat them with oil-based undercoating, fluid film, or any of the stuff you've seen me use. Surface shield. My F-150 doesn't have a single rust spot anywhere since I put that fluid film and surface shield on my truck. Love y'all. I'm getting out. See ya.